Story 1. Cold winds swept over the town like a ghost. The snow brought by the Christmas week had covered the streets in white, creating a silent blanket everywhere as the townspeople prepared to light up their homes and sip hot drinks. A dark shadow roamed near the town. Charlie was on his way home from his job at the local grocery store. The snow had started to fall gently, adding a fresh layer with every step. He heard whispers along the way, but every time he turned, he saw no one. Upon reaching home, the cold air that entered as he opened the door filled the room. Charlie, looking out the window, began to observe the dark streets of the town. As the snow fell slowly, he noticed the shadow of a figure. This figure stood at the edge of the forest outside the town. Charlie's heart began to beat rapidly, but his curiosity pulled him outside. Wearing his coat and opening the door, he shivered as the cold wind hit his face. His eyes focused on the dark figure appearing among the trees. With each step towards the forest, he felt like there was a watcher getting lost between the trees. After a moment of silence, he heard a faint child's laughter from a distance. However, the townspeople were thinking of something else for Christmas week as he decided to return in fear. The trace of the watcher seemed to have approached even more before reaching home. When he closed the door and watched the snowflakes hitting his windows, he saw a face looking inside from outside the window. In a panic, as he returned to the room, he saw a face outside the window, but this face was not that of a child. It was the face of someone lost for years. The eyes were darkened, the face pale and cracked. Charlie had to know that he was facing the ghosts of mysterious disappearances and lost children from the past of his town. As the night progressed, the shadows approaching the homes of the townspeople hinted at the beginning of a mysterious nightmare in the dark and cold town. When Charlie came face to face with the pale face looking inside through the window, the dark secrets of the town deepened even more. Those cracked lips spoke with a whisper, "Help us." Charlie, retreating in fear, Charlie understood that the speaking ghost was one of the children who had disappeared years ago. These ghosts had sadly vanished in the town's past, and the Christmas week was a chance to bring them back. Charlie, gathering his courage, asked how he could help the ghosts. The ghost said he needed to perform a series of tasks to bring forth a mysterious energy still present in every corner of the town. These tasks would ensure the lost spirits found peace. The first task began in the old cemetery of the town's church. The ghost wandered among forgotten tombstones, releasing the spirits that had silently waited for years. However, this task was not just about revealing a part of the past. Guided by the ghosts, Charlie started to investigate the town's history. He examined every street, every corner of every building. The town, once cheerful, was now filled with forgotten memories and dark secrets. As the tasks progressed, the tragedies of the town's past slowly came to light. The lost children, who once joyfully ran through the streets, now wandered as ghosts. When Charlie, along with the ghosts, reached the center of the town, they stood in front of the old church. The ghost children looked at each other, watching the snowflakes falling from the sky. Charlie thought helping these children find peace was a long-awaited gift for the town. For a moment, the dark sky over the town seemed to clear. Stars began to shine, and the town's streets suddenly lit up. The ghost children hugged each other with smiles, and the town overflowed with a peace and joy it hadn't felt in years. Charlie decided to tell the townspeople about these mysterious events. People understood that facing the town's dark past and helping forgotten ghosts brought peace and tranquility to the town. Since that day, the town had been cleansed of the ghosts of the past, and Christmas week was once again celebrated with joy. Charlie was remembered as the town's hero, but he faced a truth he would never forget after living through this experience with the ghosts. The secrets of the past can be unraveled over time, leading to peace. Story 2. On a cold Christmas evening, for close friends gathered at a secluded mountain cabin just outside of town to spend Christmas together. The group, having navigated the snowy roads, planned to enjoy hot drinks and share stories by the fireplace in the cabin. However, as the night progressed, the air became increasingly frigid, and the forest surrounding the cabin was blanketed in snow. The group decided to venture into the forest for an adventurous Christmas. Initially, the gentle touch of snowflakes and the ice crystals on the trees created a magical atmosphere. But after a while, they began to hear strange sounds in the forest. Whispers echoed among the trees, unsettling the friends in that dark forest, accompanied by the howling wind. Voices seemed to speak as if someone or something was communicating. The group tried to find the source of the strange noises, but ended up getting lost in the forest. The path they were following became increasingly indistinct as they roamed among the trees. When they gathered to avoid losing each other, confusion and fear clouded their minds. Suddenly, a strange light appeared in the forest. The softly illuminated area sparkled with the surrounding snowflakes. In the middle of the light, a figure emerged. The figure seemed like a semi-transparent entity approaching the group. The ghostly figure was humming an old Christmas carol, but its lyrics were nonsensical and eerie in fear. The group realized that this apparition was not a festive spirit of Christmas, but rather a somber and dangerous entity. The ghostly figure began showing the group a series of dreamlike visions. In each vision, the group members found themselves in horrifying situations. Supernatural beings, shadows, and other terrifying creatures had emerged on this dark night, intoxicated the minds of the friends. Under the influence of the ghost, the group started running uncontrollably through the forest. With each step, they felt drawn deeper into the woods. They wandered through the forest like lost specters. And so, on the darkest night of the year, the story of the 4 friends lost in the forest became a legend of dark forces and mysterious entities reigning supreme. The town began recounting the tale of these lost friends with sorrow and fear, and since that day, no one dared to approach the secluded mountain cabin.